Good morning, T-Rex. Where are we now? What door is this? Look at all these doors and windows, and I like this clock right here. It's 9:15, and it's also a tide clock. It says the tide is high in a couple of hours, which makes sense because there's a new moon today, and on the day of a new moon, your tide is high at lunchtime and at midnight. Out the door, weather, and a lot more today. What is that? Well, that's the mighty Atlantic Ocean with the wind from Canada pushing down on the water, making chaotic surf. There was a nice little groundswell yesterday, about 2 to 3 feet, and right up the road, right over there, our friends were out there having an evening surf session slash cookout slash end of summer celebration. Thank you, Captain Squid Fest, Captain McCoy, for sharing the image of the surfers underneath the rainbow. We also had a rainbow right where we are now. I'm not going to tell you exactly where we are now. I'm going to just wait a couple of minutes, but I'll tell you that this front is pushing south. T-Rex, you want to go back in? I think Mommy's in there making some breakfast. Yep, that's good. We had another front come through with hardly any rain. Unfortunately, the light rain lasted for about 4 hours down here, and we only picked up about 0.04. You know where the rain really came down? In Rhode Island. So most of us had a mostly dry front, a second strong front in a week to be mostly dry. But you see some numbers on here, especially, Chatham picked up 0.18, but it was really Rhode Island. I love when the Cocoras people comment. Pasco, Rhode Island, 1.4 inches of rain. They said a heavy downpour yesterday afternoon. One heavy downpour pretty much in all of southern New England. And now the satellite shot, let's walk towards the north here a little bit, challenge the microphone's stability in the wind. Can we see the northern edge of the clear sky here from, I'll just tell you, we're in the outer part of Cape Cod, and the clouds look fairly thick to the north. All right, here's the satellite view from 21,000 miles up, and the northern edge of this cloud is right over southern New England. But the upper level wind is fairly parallel to the front, so the cloud's going to be slow to push off to the south. And here's the look at south of Cape Cod, overshooting tops. Big thunderstorms erupted on the front, wave of low pressure on the front south of New England. And now if I go to a different map, the surface map from about 5 o'clock this morning, the blue line is the cold front just clearing Cape Cod. And then look up around, well, the high pressure system to the west. That's coming in, and it's going to still be a great week. But it's going to be a little delayed here on Cape Cod. The low south of Nova Scotia, that's from the front that came through here Saturday and decayed, and that low is only 1,007. But this is what I talk about when energy is diffused. Energy couldn't concentrate because of the two fronts, and now offshore, the Ocean Prediction Center says that is a developing gale going between Nova Scotia, or Newfoundland, and Greenland. And meantime, look at that huge high-pressure system in the eastern Atlantic Ocean. That's a 1031 high, and some of the meteorologists on X are talking about how that high-pressure system over the Canary Islands has been sending dry and cooler air into the north side of those waves coming off of Africa. And that's a suggestion that may be the reason the hurricane season has been so slow compared to the forecasts. Sorry, I just went off on a tangent, but it's all connected. It's all connected. You can connect all of this. And the fact that summer just went in the books as one of the wettest, warmest summers on record across the Midwest and northern New England, that is what Mother Nature does with the tropical energy. So although we haven't had that many named storms, we've had incredible flooding and the warmest summer on record. Vanessa says, as she posted this on X this morning, that the average temperature for the summer months in Caribou was almost a degree warmer than the historical max record. So that energy coming out of the tropics does not necessarily need a named storm. So it's been a very wet summer. Put together the 3-month rainfall total there in St. Johnsbury, Vermont. 30 inches of rain in June, July, and August. That is the wettest on record. So it didn't come with named storms, but although there was a couple of remnant storms that came through, and it rained here yesterday for like 3 hours. Have you figured out where we are yet? There's a great weather station right over there. And got to find out who put that up and meet that person. I don't know if they live here, but that's some great data. All right, so the forecast is fairly straightforward for the next 3 days, and then we'll get into the possibilities of the hurricanes. Yeah, why don't we look at that right now? The National Hurricane Center says there's a new wave that just came off of Africa, and that one has a 40% chance of developing into a tropical cyclone in the next 7 days. That would be just a waste system way out there in the East Atlantic. And then the one that's coming into the Caribbean today, we've been watching this for days and days and days, still showing no signs of organization. And then the one on the Texas coast, this is the one that may try and bring a hybrid storm to us over the weekend. So why don't we get to it, the day by day. One more thing first, the Boston Meteo, because it's so beautiful. The weather.us Boston meteogram based on the Euro model shows close to 13 hours of sunshine for tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday before the clouds start coming in. Yeah, I know my whole life is a vacation, but this one's kind of special. During the winter, it's Mount Mansfield, and during Labor Day weekend, it's always down by the National Seashore. All right, here comes the Euro. There's our front with the heavy rains missing us to the south now with that front and that low pressure developing and going off the map to the right there. And a big, huge, sprawling high pressure system across most of the middle of the nation on the south side of that high, where the wind is from the east coming onshore in North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, and Florida. That's going to be some heavy rain. And also, you can't quite see it because it's off the bottom of the map. We're going to be watching that system coming out of the Gulf of Mexico. And then there's another front coming across Canada that's going to be on our doorstep here Friday, and then let's stop it again Saturday. Instead of 8 a.m., I want to stop it at 5 a.m. because it shows 3 distinct low pressure systems, all fairly weak. One on the front coming in from the west, another one there north of Bermuda, and another one way down in Georgia. So it's not that different than the last 3 days. It's just a more diffuse signal coming at us for the weekend. In other words, we can't focus any one storm. And it's complicated. Now we'll put it back into motion. There's the wave, sort of a wave on a warm front. That's more how it looks now than a hybrid storm coming right across southern New England Saturday. And then I'm going to stop at Sunday morning. Sunday morning, there's the purple. The snow we talked about yesterday is further to the west. So that cool pool has adjusted to the west and to the north from where it was yesterday. We have triple point, occluded low there in Ontario. A triple point is when the occluded low meets the warm front meets the cold front right over Boston, and more energy off to the south. So still some heavy rain possible, at least a front coming at us this weekend, but the hybrid storm guidance output has changed in favor of more just showers and thunderstorms without a lot of wind, but we still could get a lot of water, almost looking like a plume of tropical energy going over Cape Cod at that point. And then we put that back into motion. The low over Ontario actually stalls out there, and you have a closed upper level low, and that may try and swing another front down at us next Wednesday, September 11th. And I think that's right. Monday's the 9th, Tuesday's the 10th. Yeah, the 11th. And there's no sign of a hurricane in the Gulf of Mexico at that time. So in the 10-day forecast, there are no signs of a hurricane in today's guidance. Remarkable difference between reality and what the forecast was for the hurricane season so far. We still have 6 weeks to go. All right, so you know what roof that is? You probably do. And I'll tell you, it's just about 9 o'clock, and there are 12 cars in line down there behind those trees waiting to get into that parking lot. So the rest of the and more is the trip from Weymouth to Dennis to where we are now. And there was some colorful antics. I'm gonna have to do some careful editing to keep this rated PG with the new friends I made down by the beach and old friends that I hadn't seen in some time. And this is day one of several days in a row where we're gonna be out this door for weather and more from yesterday, Sunday, September 1st. High noon, Sunday, September 1st. We're about 90 miles away from where I wanted to be right now. Everything takes longer, especially not in a hurry Sunday. Will these mums be in bloom when we return? I think This one might be from a few years ago, but the rest of them are from last year. They don't call them hardy for nothing. I think there'll be at least 1 or 2 yellow flowers. And there was 1 yellow flower way back a while ago. This basil was way taller than these mums in June. All right, let's go. That way. One thing about going to Cape Cod Sunday at 1:11 p.m. No traffic wave. Lots of sky waves though, about 10 raindrops so far. 77 degrees. I like going the opposite way. It was always sad when everyone left on Labor Day growing up here. All my summer friends disappeared. It's very interesting driving 66 instead of 73. Traffic waves go by you. It's much more peaceful. That's it. I'm never driving 70 again. Also, I didn't want the SUP flying off the roof either. Where are we now, T-Rex? It's a little wet. Entering Dennis. It's just a quick stop in Dennis. Board's still here. We've got some fat raindrops now. You know, keep the line down where we're headed. Now, I didn't go to that store. We're here in Wellfleet. Some light rain, but I did go to this store. Hi, Steve. Great service. Thank you, Steve. You're going to be in Out the Door Weather and More on our Monday, Labor Day. And this rain's going to be gone. He asked me, what about those invests in the Gulf of Mexico and east of Florida? Well, they're going to be interesting. That's for sure, Steve. No matter how many boards you get on your roof, somebody else has more on theirs. T-Rex, don't jump. The shark's out there. So it's raining in Wellfleet, and we're almost to the beach, and I can see blue sky up ahead. The question is, will there be a line to get into the Beachcomber parking lot on this fairly wet Sunday, Labor Day? Focus, Tim, focus. Yes, there is. So there is actually room in the parking lot right now. I want to make it a surprise to tell you where we are, but you already saw the Out the Door, so this is the and more. And there's the line. Our driveway's on the left right over there. Still a couple of raindrops. Looks like the sun might come out. People piling in for the last Sunday of the season. I've been coming here off and on for about maybe 30 years. Labor Day weekend, volleyball, surfing and stuff. And the Beachcomber didn't used to be this popular. And now people come from all around. There's always a line regardless of the weather, which I guess is good for the Beachcomber. That's for the locals. Oh wow, new and improved Wi-Fi. Nice. And also state-of-the-art weather system right on that hill. Clean, safe water, drink, Margot's. Yes. That's our place. I didn't mean to make a video, I just wanted a picture. We gotta go check out the surf. There's the parking lot entrance. This used to be Jeep parking right here, which I guess it's better now that it's not, but I don't know where the Jeeps are. There's a bit of a line. It's about 6 o'clock, the rain is letting up. All right, Tim, check out the surf. Let's go. There is surf. Definitely rideable right there. If you're into short rides. Call it, I don't know, maybe 1.5 foot, 6-second period. What do you think? Offshore wind. Oh yeah, we got volleyball. Love that. I've been coming to Wellfleet for about 20, 30 years. I grew up in Dennis, so my first 20 years I missed it.
Did you?
So,
You weren't here at all?
did they just sell you that shirt just now?
I did.
Yes, yeah.
Well, but I got a thing though.
You got a thing?
I got a
Voucher.
Voucher.
Yeah,
Voucher.
pretty cool. You get to pay.
You don't mind?
Can you guys be in Out the Door Weather and More tomorrow, you think?
The fuck does that mean?
Yeah.
What?
We're gonna be
It's
models.
called Out the Door Weather and More with Steve, T-Rex, and TK. We go out the door every day and we do the weather.
Okay.
And then we have In More.
All right. We're the and more.
So after, yeah,
Okay.
you're the and more.
All right.
What's your name? Where you're from?
I'm Jim. I'm from Drake, Mass.
Drake it?
Yep.
What is this?
And more. You're in more.
What is, I don't
San
your name? Where you
Quentin.
from?
This is Tori from San Quentin.
No, seriously though.
What? I don't understand what you're asking
Tewksbury
me.
Tories. I get around. I get around.
No. I can edit this out if you
No.
choose.
I don't even know what you're. What's he
He
asking?
wants
your
to know
name?
what's the name, where you from?
Why?
Southside.
Lori from where?
No, Tori with the T.
Tori with a T from Tewksbury.
Sounds like trouble to me.
Oh, you
Tewksbury.
don't even know. Woo!
All right, so you guys are at the and more in our out the door. And
What is this?
I don't know.
you guys surf at Sharks?
I think we're going to be famous.
You definitely are.
We're basic famous.
Oh my God.
We were
you're-
famous in Court Reynolds in the 70s. What do you think?
Shark
I think
bait.
so.
That's what we call you.
Oh, shark bait. Yeah.
Oh my
We're
God.
chum.
5 p.m. Wind is still from the south on the National Seashore. I love this. No hard armor. You're always going to have a beach. Even though every few years the beach is a little further inland. Natural erosion, waves, cycles. There have been a few raindrops, not bad. I guess we're not going to get a rainbow, so why don't we just leave you with the conclusion of our Sunday and more from the outgoing tide here at Cahoon Hollow. Coming on the new moon. It's a new moon today. It's actually tomorrow, but this is airing on the 2nd and I'm videoing on the 1st. New moon. It's the harvest moon. And we have surf. It's about a foot and a half. It's about an 8-second period. Always surf down here. From the Small World department, my new friends Jim and Tori, brother and sister, are actually staying on Wildwood Road in South Dennis tonight. Wow, that's like about 2 or 3 miles from where I grew up, and I have lots of friends: Peter, Joanne, Greg, Jan, Eileen, on Wildwood. Oh yeah. One more thing. Nothing more fun than coming up this hill. Oh, there's Tori from Tingsboro, but she's really from Drake it. It never ends because there's more and more and then in more. And
Jimmy, did you get it?
I think you guys
No.
were leaving.
I didn't get
Yeah,
it
we're
either.
taking off, Timmy boy.
I didn't get it either.
So she's
Why
talking
haven't
about
you-
why she hasn't gotten a video here on the side of the Atlantic Ocean because the connection's not that good. But if you start bleeding, we've got a
Where's your
Band-Aid for
address?
you.
I'm gonna come for you
All
tomorrow
right,
if I don't
meanwhile,
get
then
it.
who's this person that lives on Wildwood?
My friend Sharon.
Sharon?
Sharon.
So,
What's-
do we know each other? Because I live on Mayfair Road.
Sharon's from Alcatraz.
You do?
Yeah.
You like chocolate chip cookies?
Burnt ones?
Have you, do you know if there's been any bank robberies recently at the Den?
Is that a snort?
Hers, yeah.
Why are you snorting? Who's snorting?
Her, not me.
All right, this is not going on the out the door now.
that's fine.
Okay. However,
Hold on,
I
hold on.
want us to all
Hold on.
take a breath
Wait a minute.
and
wait a
contain
minute.
ourselves. Ready?
Contain.
Take a breath.
We didn't
Get
even
a little
drink.
pretty
so.
dog in there.
What do you need?
I need to ask you about your
My
fashion.
necklace?
Your jewelry. Yes. What's up with your necklace?
My ex-husband got me this necklace to tell everybody to F off.
You know him?
Well, that's not going to work.
Oh my God.
I miss you. I miss you. No, I miss your forecast. I grew up, you know.
I'm taller, but look at the resemblance. The gray, the face shape. Are you serious, Tim? Come on.
No, seriously, what's your name?
John Dessauer. How are you?
Tim Kelly.
Tim, pleasure.
This is going to be on Out the Door, Weather and More on YouTube. I'm still doing the weather every day. Except for now, I got characters like this. And we have to redo that without the swears and stuff.
Well, you can edit. You
What?
can edit. Why?
Hi,
Where'd you get that necklace?
my son.
What does it
You know what that
say?
is?
Fuck off.
What does it say without the UEC? And we've got a winner for the cute department right here. Okay, that's how we should end it. Cute department. That is so cute. It just won't stop. There's more and more and more. Unreal. There it is. Not quite full, but we have a rainbow. It's magic. More and more and more. All right, that's enough for today, I would say. I just can't stop because it just won't stop.